Peter Senge, born in 1947 in Stanford, California, is considered to be amongst the foremost and profound system scientists in America. As a system scientist, Senge immerses himself in interdisciplinary fields that emphasize and dissect the nature of systems from simple to complex. These systems include natural systems, scientific systems, social systems, and organizational systems. Senge, as a leader in the field, aims to develop interdisciplinary foundations that are applicable in a variety of areas such as engineering, biology, medicine, and social sciences. Peter Senge attended Stanford University to obtain his undergraduate degree in aerospace engineering. Senge later went on to obtain both his master's and PhD from MIT. Senge currently sits as a senior lecturer at the MIT Sloan School of Management. Senge is also the founder of the Society for Organizational Learning and the co-founder for the New England Complex Systems Institute. In addition to his academic accomplishments and contributions, Senge is also a renowned author whose most notable publications include The Dance of Change in 1999, Schools That Learn in 2000, Presence, Human Purpose and the Field of the Future in 2004, Presence, An Exploration of Profound Change in People, Organizations, and Society in 2005, The Necessary Revolution, How Individuals and Organizations Are Working Together to Create a Sustainable World in 2008. Perhaps Senge's most esteemed publication is his first, dating back to 1990 when he authored The Fifth Discipline, The Art and Practice of Learning Organization. The organizational learning theory that was developed through this publication has been monumentally impactful for several organizations that have utilized its content. The content contained in this publication are also the subject being dissected in this video. Senge suggests that, in the long run, the only sustainable source of competitive edge is your organization's ability to learn faster than the competition. In order to capitalize on this advantage, the organization and the individuals who comprise it must dedicate themselves to organizational learning. In order to facilitate this, there are 5 disciplines in which an organization and its employees must embody. Those disciplines are personal mastery, mental models, building shared vision, team learning, and ultimately system thinking. According to Senge, personal mastery involves learning to keep both a personal vision and a clear picture of current reality before us. Doing this will generate a force within ourselves called creative tension. This tension naturally seeks resolution, and to resolve it, we are forced to take strides in attaining what it is that we want. People who are convinced that a vision or result is important, who can see clearly that they must change their life in order to reach that result, and who commit themselves to that result nonetheless, do indeed feel compelled. They have assimilated the vision not just consciously, but unconsciously, at a level where it changes more of their behavior. We may not be able to command ourselves to snap instantly into this frame of mind, but the discipline of personal mastery suggests that we can, as individuals, cultivate a way of thinking that leads us gradually to it. The more we practice this way of thinking, the more we will feel competent and confident, and the more we will allow ourselves to be aware of the tension which can pull us forward if we cultivate it.
According to Senge, mental models are deeply held internal images of how the world works, images that limit us to familiar ways of thinking and acting. Very often, we are not consciously aware of our mental models or the effects that they have on our behaviors. Mental models are an important component of Peter Senge's conceptions of the learning organization, since you must have a command of mental model in order to effectively build a learning organization. However, mental model present some significant problems to learning and innovation. According to Senge, mental model often limit the way in which we think and act. If our mental model are incorrect, we will make a wrong decision. For example, a common mental model for a production manager may be that lower-level employees are lazy and that's why production goals are not being met. This mental model consisted an untested assumption and prompt the manager to ignore the other possible cause of the problem. Understanding not only your mental model but also those of other people around you, including the entire organization, look for blind spots and note how the model may once have been valid but have now been invalidated by changing environmental factors such as technology and new competition. The key question is, what do we want to create together? Taking time early in the change process to have a conversation needed to shape a truly shared vision is important to build common understandings and commitment, unleash people's aspiration, hope, and resistance. Shared vision is one of the 5 disciplines identified by Peter Senge are necessary to create a learning organization. So what exactly is a shared vision? A shared vision is what you and other members want to create or accomplish as a part of an organization. A shared vision is not imposed by one or two people as an organizational mandate. Rather, it is derived from the members of the organization, creating a common interest and a sense of shared purpose for all organizational activity. According to Senge, a shared vision is important to build a successful learning organization. A shared vision gives employees energy and focus. Senge believes that you learn best when you seek to accomplish things that matter to you. If you become a stakeholder in the shared vision, then you will work hard to accomplish it. Senge also believes that working hard to accomplish a shared vision will encourage you to take risks and become committed in a long-term view of organization and environment.
Third, team learning is the collaborative effort to achieve a common goal within the group. The goal of the team learning is to attain the objective through a dialogue and discussion, conflict and defensive routines and practice within the group. Team learning happens when teams start thinking together, sharing their experience, insight, knowledge, and skill with each other about how to do things better. Teams develop reflection, inquiry, and discussion skill to conduct more skillful change conversation with each other, which form the basic for creating a shared vision of change and deciding on common commitment to action. It also about teams developing the discipline to use the action learning cycle in change work. Leaders learn to use tools like action learning cycle and dialogue to develop critical reflection skill and conduct more robust, skillful discussion with their team and each other. And finally, we came to the capstone of the organizational learning, system thinking. It is an element of the 5th discipline that integrates the other 4. System thinking was defined as the approach to problem solving that attempts to balance holistic thinking and reductionist thinking by taking the overall system as well as its part into account. System thinking is designed to avoid potentially contributing to further development of unintended consequence.
The leader related to Peter Senge's 5th discipline and examination today is Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is a 65-year-old American football coach with a long, storied history in both college and professional sports. After playing sports his entire life, his playing career came to an end in part due to recurring shoulder problems associated with his small stature. Pete Carroll then entered the field of coaching. He coached at various positions in the National Football League from 1984 to 1999, all of which led to his dismissal due to poor records in an extremely competitive field. It was at this time he was hired as the head coach of the University of Southern California Trojans after the first 3 candidates had turned down the position. Pete Carroll then proceeded to turn USC into one of the most winning and powerful dynasties in the history of college athletics, amassing a coaching record of 97-19 in 9 years, including 2 national championships. In 2010, Pete Carroll was hired as the head football coach of the Seattle Seahawks, leading them to a Super Bowl title in his 4th year. Pete Carroll is a model of Peter Senge's 5th discipline because of his innate ability to engage his team members to be the best people they can be, both on and off the football field. His inspirational speeches provide a shared vision among the team, creating a sense of ownership and empowerment within every member of the organization. This open and honest communication also addresses various mental models associated within a team, encouraging transparency, a key characteristic of transformational leadership. This increased dialogue limits miscommunication, increases buy-in within the team, and creates an open conversation when addressing the need to change various behaviors. Personal mastery is centrally focused around self-awareness and emotional intelligence, two traits Pete Carroll possesses in bundles. His openness about previous failures and experiences encourages trust among his players and other coaches. Pete Carroll once was quoted as saying, "Fortunately, I have been fired a couple times," a testament to his positive outlook and resiliency. This sharing of experiences relates directly to team learning, harboring a culture of communication in which all involved can learn from both positive and negative experiences along their journey. Pete is often quoted as saying, "Wins and losses come and go, but what's most important is the effort to strive to be the best you can be every day," a key component to his win everyday philosophy on coaching and life.